They don't think you could do it, but tell you to try when they talk. All I hope had to keep it alive. Spend a day in the Bronx, but you wouldn't survive. Can be low when I pop out, they know I've arrived. I go have conversations with Zoe, he gon' tell me pull up and come say what you know. I've been up, I can count all them days in a row. We don't say what we do, we be making the show. They say I be
the voice of the Bronx. We have Bronx Slam with the guys that are out here. Can I get a
yeah? Leave them all right where they at. Try to diss me, I bet I don't even react. Put a show on, I bet you somebody gon' yeah. I pick me a book up and drink me some water, invest in the stock. All them kids on me back then.
Ready to go? All right, peace and love, world. Welcome to another episode of Conversation with Zoe. My attitude is gratitude. New month, new opportunity, new episodes. Thank you for all the subscribers. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the people tuning in week in and week out. This is a special one today. Harlem is in the building.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? We got my guy Smart. They call him the smart guy. We here. What's the word, my brother?
Oh, man, listen, man. The word is putridinous.
Mm-hmm.
Putridinous. We're going to use the words. Infatigable. I mean, something like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? You get a Google spell check it, goddammit.
Right.
It's putridinous.
Right.
Putridinous. Goddammit. That's the word. Goddamn. And pertinacious.
Right.
I got that one down, Pat. The word is pertinacious. Go ahead.
Right. Yeah. Well, we're going to set the tone today, right?
Yes, we are.
We got to live because I saw my mama do drugs.
Oh, man.
Glock in my pocket. Projects ran with the thugs.
Damn it, man. Oh, man. God damn. You took me back, man. Yo, listen, man. God,
It's powerful, bro. I heard that
yeah.
a couple days ago. Reheard it again today. Today.
Like, literally, though. You know what I mean? Like, so, man, that was, you know, we shot to Blockwork, they do an amazing job. My friend Brad is over there. Shout out to Brad, the shooter. It's one of my childhood friends, actually. So it was crazy because G had reached out to them. And he was like, Smart, I watch all this shit. That's my man.
Yeah.
So people say it all the time. So I'm like, fuck out of here. But when he pulled up to shoot, I was like, oh, shit, So that's my man. So, but yeah, so that line was just like, man, like, I think we're so desensitized that we don't realize, like, how fucked up some of our lives could be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
we got to live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that song was just like saying, like, we got to live. And a lot of people, like, not to get off topic, but like a lot of young black boys don't make it out, right? Like they don't make it out.
Yeah.
So saying like we gotta live, some people don't live. They they die, right?
No.
And they go through all these things. Like, and my friend, right? God bless his dad, Hollywood Play, right?
Right.
And he is like a big inspiration in me selling CDs. I made $1 million selling CDs, bro, right? And for him to die, right, at an event, it's like, damn. When I hear that we gotta live, I think about all the people who they ran the marathon but never got a chance to cross the finish line.
Right.
Right? And it can be discouraging at times, right? Because you don't really, it's like God kind of like gives you permission to cross the finish line or die mid-marathon, right?
Right.
So that's what kind of like those lines was about, right? Like Glock in my pocket, project, ran with the thug. Like, I really, was trying to find myself in a concrete jungle, right?
Yeah.
And, it just was tough, man. So like all my lyrics is like really based on my life. So every line is like, I take like
very serious.
literal, right? Yeah. Very serious.
No, for sure. And I'm very intentional in trying to put these episodes together.
You're good at what you do, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So we're gonna keep going. So we got a smart guy. We could break this one by one.
Right.
Smart is multi-talented.
Yeah.
He's an artist.
Yeah.
He's a boxer.
Yeah.
Motivational speaker.
Yeah.
Who survived through some challenging times at a young age.
First of all, let me just say this, right?
Go ahead.
I definitely want to give you your roses, your flower. No, I want to give you your orchids, man.
Right.
I want to give you your tulips, man.
Right.
All right? I like the fact that you're prepared for your interviews, right? And, I wanted to tell you, right? Because anybody I create content with, I do research too, right?
Right.
And I looked at your subscribers and I wanted to say that your attention to detail is what's going to be the number one reason you scale.
Wow.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a sprint, right? It's really a marathon. And I think people don't really understand how how pertinent or important professionalism is, right?
Yes.
And you're professional. And I think a lot of people who do interviews and stuff like that, because they have a opportunity to be in front of a mic or in front of a camera, there's no respect for the craft.
Right.
What you're doing is you're creating a unique voice, right? In a world where there's millions and billions of voices just screaming with no direction.
Right.
So man, like I was very excited about doing this, and never lose sight of that structure that you apply to your content creation.
Yes.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, man. It means a lot. It's been a long time coming. It's been April 2018 we started. And I was just doing little 5-minute videos.
Right.
Just trying to give out some motivation, take a positive spin. I'm from the South Bronx, so but by way of the sidewalks, I like to say.
Right.
So,
Curb.
but, blood
Right.
spills over from the streets to the sidewalks. So I'm a 90s baby, born in 92. So, you got to learn to adjust. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn to be a little bit aggressive. And the wolves smell blood. You know what I'm saying? They smell fear. So I had to learn to adjust to that. Sometimes you ran and sometimes you had to hold it down and throw hands. So,
And there's nothing wrong with
and
running.
there's nothing wrong. And there's
This
nothing wrong
is
with that.
coming from somebody who
I'm
who
30
has-
years old. You know what I'm saying? So I'm able to say I made
run
it.
it, right? And I feel like let me just disclaimer, right? Like I've been in shootouts, robberies. I broke dudes' jaws. I had like houses on Rikers Island, right? I've been to Southport box, was stabbed in the head. I cut dudes up north, right? And I never wanted to be that.
Right.
I went to prison. I was scared, right? I was like, yo, I'm not getting raped. I'm not getting cut. Fuck this, right? And I had some friends that I was cool with on Rikers Island, and I said, all right, I need a gun. Gun is a razor. I need a gun. Fuck that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not boofing it. I'm not boofing it means you sticking it in your ass. I'm not putting no fucking razor in my butt. I got it in my pocket, all walking around. First motherfucker say something to me,
Right. It's on.
ripping them. And that's what I did, right? But I was always a good kid. And I think like we make it this thing like tough is some type of an act of aggression when it's really what we were doing was overcompensating
Right.
for the displaced anger that we had, right? And me not having a mother, me not having a father, me having abandonment issues, me feeling like fucked up about myself,
Right.
me feeling this rage. So like when I'm mad, it starts off like 4th grade, 3rd grade, I'm mad, fuck that, I'm punching a wall. And I'm punching the wall, but I really just want to hug. Right? As a kid, I just wanted to hug. And then now, instead of me punching the wall, I'm punching people. I'm like, yo, what time is it? They look down, I punch them in the face. Right? We doing stupid shit, right?
Right.
Because and that wasn't tough. That was just overcompensation, right? So I think if I would have had better mentorship at a younger age, I probably would have went to Harvard, right? And for the young people that watch this interview or watch any of my content, don't let your environment dictate your emotion, right? And be mindful that you have to have emotional maturity, emotional intelligence, right? And how you think creates how you feel. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. So when you understand that your thoughts, look, I got an 8th grade education. I dropped out of high school, bro. I beat up the fucking dean. And I'm telling you, like, if I could go back, I'd be a pussy.
Right.
Okay? Being gangster, being tough, all that other shit didn't get me anything. Okay? Like, all my so-called war stories and accolades are not monetizable in the real world. Right? And unless I'm making movies or writing books. And if I'm doing that, what am I doing? Exploiting myself? Right? Perpetuating like this image of a thug. Right? So fuck that. I'm not even trying to glorify that shit.
Right.
It's just a moment in time that passed when I was asleep, unconscious, ignorant, right?
Yeah.
So I'm saying like how you think creates how you feel. Thoughts become like real things, right? So we gotta really, really stop this embracing of a stigmatism of like, oh, we from this, so we gotta be this way.
Right.
I'm from the Bronx, so you know how the Bronx get down. I'm from Brooklyn, so Brooklyn, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm from
yeah.
Harlem, so we gonna
Yeah.
Nah, man. I wanna be a human. I wanna be a law-abiding citizen.
Right.
Okay? I'm having a great time. I just, drunk some soda, right? I met a nice brother from the islands, right? He killed some mosquitoes and let me know we on the same number wave, right?
Right.
I'm for that, man.
Right.
Okay? But yeah, go ahead, man. Sorry for being long-winded, but
Nah, I mean that's what matters in the long run. You know, we want to see longevity. You know, I'm proud to have made it 30 years old. You know, one of my best friends died when I was 17.
yes, and hold on, like, cause I want to say this, right? You know, cause I know you got your structure on it, but I want to say this.
It's your episode. You know what I'm
Alright,
saying?
cool.
I'm just facilitating
It's
the fact.
our episode.
It's
man.
ours.
Listen, they use crack, right? They use crack to break down the hood in the 80s, right? They're using music and content to do it now.
Right.
We got to stop all this op drill bullshit, right? Like, white people don't get shot. Chinese people don't get shot. Like, we ain't shooting Chinese people. Maybe I can embrace it. Maybe I could digest it a little better if I see you actually spin a block on some Chinese people. Okay? Jackie Chan need to get his ass kicked too.
Right.
Okay? And Goldstein and Akasulina, they need their ass kicked too, man.
Yeah.
Right? I can't see all these black brothers always beefing with each other.
Right.
Right? And when reality, foreigners treat us like shit. When foreigners are the ones who are robbing our culture,
Right.
limiting opportunity, stopping community revitalization, gentrifying the ghettos, making sure we don't have stabilized rent, apartments that our mothers grew up in now are passed on to some fucking people from Albania.
Right.
Fuck out of here. But you want to talk about an op? I'm not your fucking op.
Right.
This is a a political structure in place that's limiting our people as a whole. So we got to be mindful, right? Like kids are 16, 17, having to get their affairs in order. 16, 17, and nobody's saying nothing.
Right.
And you got grown ass, fake ass niggas, calling themselves rappers. You 40 years old, you rapping? You a bozo.
Right.
Yo, for what you say? You 40 years old, homie. You still rapping? You talking about, yo, yeah, I popped a perk. Yo, homie, you somebody's grandfather, homie. Right? There's no evolution in hip hop that's being mass marketed. It's no maturity. Where's the growing phases?
Right.
Okay? I'm not doing real talk, bro. Like, I'm not doing the shit now I was doing at 12. So why niggas is 40 doing the shit they did at 20?
Right.
When they should be owning streaming services, creating institutions, creating nepotism opportunities, owning this very building that we're sitting in,
Right.
right? And, even with OMP, like me and Remo was signed to the same management company, New Wave, right? Went fucking nowhere. This is real shit.
Right.
And I remember being in the studio with Remo the Hitmaker, for hours. They had this small studio in Williamsburg in Brooklyn. And Remo is phenomenal. And where did it go? Nowhere. Why are we not taking like this cultural accountability for lack of ownership?
Right.
Right? And now every generation is Jesus. I'm Jesus, you Jesus, my man over there is Jesus. Who's your father? I don't know. I'm Immaculate Conception.
Right.
Fuck, it has to be some type of a torch being passed.
Mm-hmm.
You see? So we have a responsibility, me and you, our generation, my man behind the boards, okay?
Right.
We have a responsibility. We have a cultural, social responsibility to have ownership, to create equity opportunities. And just because you don't own the building don't mean you can't own the building. Go on PropertyShark.com, PropertyShark like fish.com, and look up buildings. How much does the building in this area cost? And then let me create some type of a revenue. Let me create some type of a financial goal for the content that I create, right? And use a portion of those profits to actually purchase a building so we could own the building, right? Create job opportunities, monetize the content, and steer this ship in a direction it needs to go of utopia and not some type of a Bermuda Triangle. And you all know what happened to boats when they go in the Bermuda Triangle.
Right.
All right. Now.
The devil works overtime, but God works all the time.
God works all the time. Yeah, tough, right? Like so basically what that is like in all my records, right? Like, these are like little gems I'm leaving behind. Right? Like little backs of books that I'm leaving behind. Like you ever see a motivational book and you read the back of it and it's like, yeah, I'm trying to leave that in the music.
Right.
Right? The devil works overtime, but God works all the time.
Yeah.
So what that means is it's like, okay, the devil, he gonna work overtime. But when you work overtime, you still go home.
Right.
You still have a time to sleep. But God is working all the time. Right? Everything is a grand design. And when you start to understand how the devil works and you start to understand how God works, then you're not so fearful of things that are unseen to you, because you have to be blind to run certain parts of this race. You have to be deaf, right, at certain parts of this song, right? You have to be still in certain parts of, this journey, right? Because being still stops you from getting eaten by the fucking dragon that's flying over the ship at the time that you're going to be there. Being blind allows you not to see the sun at this moment where it comes out of the sky and comes, because you be blind, right? Like, everything God does is for a reason. Right? And a lot of times we succumb to the appearance of relentlessness that the devil showcases, right? Like, we sometimes succumb to the relentlessness that the devil showcases, and he gives the appearance of being all powerful, but he's not. And the devil got kicked out of heaven because he refused to bow to us. The devil got kicked out of heaven due to lack of gratitude. So when we start understanding scripture, we start understanding how God works. We start understanding how the devil works. The devil fate is already sealed. His interaction with you is just a way to trick you out of position.
Right.
Because this life is your opportunity for eternal life. Every action is the soul for your court. Every action is the lawyer for your soul in God's court when you die. So every deed is like testimony. I need a water, bro. I'm drinking this, so I need a water. You got to. Nah, I want water, man. Got a water, G? That's your water right there. Let me get that. Let me get that, man. I ain't from I'm a hover, man. We from the hood, man. I'm a hover, man. That's some hood shit right there. If you know what we're talking about, we're gonna hover. This is called hovering, people. Oh, good looking, man. You saved the interview, man. I was getting nigga in the field mouth. Nigga in the field mouth, man. So, every action is the lawyer for your soul in God's court when you die. So every deed is like testimony. So the devil plays a part to get you to partake in deeds that will not benefit you in God's court when you die.
Right.
So when you understand that, you're like, okay, you're just going hard because you're trying to trick me out of position, but you don't have no power unless I give you power. Right? The devil works overtime. He's working to get you to buy into the concept that he has more power over your life than you do.
Right.
And the mere thought that God gives you the ability to think, which is free will, empowers you in such a way that the devil's overtime means nothing.
No help. Just hustle.
Motherfucking hustle. I mean, that's a innuendo or euphemism on self-reliance. Right? Like, no help. Just hustle. Right? Like me should have got help. Should have been nurtured.
Right.
Should have had a father, a mother, family, would have been nice. But it didn't happen. So I had to really look in the mirror. But the mirror wasn't on the wall. Right? The mirror was on the floor because I was like the mirror, but I was broke. It was pieces of broken glass on the floor. And I had to look at it, I had to pick up the pieces and put it together and see myself and be like, all right, man, something here, man. It's a reflection here, man. And I don't see my mama in this reflection. I don't see my father. I don't see the devil. I don't see these demons. I just see me.
Right.
God, I want to live, man.
Yeah.
I want to live.
Yeah.
Right? I want to live. That was the thing for me, right? And I had moments in my life when I didn't want to live.
Yes.
Right? But being real with myself and wanting to live and like asking myself, like, damn, I would see kids playing outside. I'm like, I can't be happy. I can't have that. I can't have that feeling. Like, you it's like you can see childhood, right? You see,
right.
Swing. Oh, I'm like, damn, I'm like hustling. I'm 5 years old, stealing food from supermarkets. Right. My life is going to shits, right? And I'm like, there's no help, just hustle. I'm 5 years old, bro. Stealing food from supermarkets. We in a shelter. You the man. We in a shelter.
Thank you.
Shout out to PH. Oh, y'all going to custom. Yeah, okay, I see what's going on.
Black on too.
Shout out to PH, Perfect Hydration. We shouting you out because your niggas just like us. Right, so look, check it out. So no help, just hustle is deep to that, right? Because it's meaning behind that. Right. I'm in Covenant House. Shelter behind the fucking Port Authority. That shit looked like fucking Walking Dead at that time. I'm 5 years old. My mama getting high. I'm homeless. 5. We get out of Covenant House, right? I'm not going to school. Nobody's making sure I go to school. I'm hanging out with the kids 16, 17, 18. Some of these motherfuckers is 20 years old. All right, man, today we gonna go to the train station. We gonna fold the Metro cards. I'm hustling because I don't have no help.
Right.
Because my mother's not present in my life. Because my father's not present in my life. Because I'm too young to understand the power of prayer. So the only option I have is to build testimony so when I do understand what prayer is, I can remember all them times I didn't and I was so fucked up that when God visits me because I'm calling on him, then it becomes more powerful because I got the point of reference of my pain, right? When you feel overwhelmed, think about what you overcame. And sometimes God helps you when you pray. So that was, for me, like no help, just hustle. Right? Like, you know, and I hustled. And hustling don't mean just selling crack. Like, I'm trying to take something that is of value and sell it, right, for some value and have enough to feed myself and do it again. That's hustle.
Right.
Okay? So all these Negroes and nigglets and piglets talking about, yo, man, I'm trapping, I'm hustling, I'm trapping, I'm hustling. We trying to get $1, man. So if that's boosting clothes, if that's sweeping here in the barbershop, okay, if that's swiping you on the motherfucking, you know, train, if that's asking a homeless elderly lady, can I help you with your groceries? We just trying to get some pennies, man.
Yeah.
Because we want some food. That's it. That's hustle. Trying to find something of value that has value, that you can sell for value, retain half the value, and do it again.
No labels tour.
Oh, man, listen. Oh, you getting right to it, man. Man, we get another sip of this, man. pH, goddamn, you got my pH balance getting on right with this shit. All right, had a little cold ice on the top, like a slushy. Yeah, had that shit in the refrigerator, didn't you, nigga? All right, man. All right, man. All right, I feel. See, that's when you treat people right. You know what I mean? You know, you come to me, you want some water? Nah, I don't want no fucking water, nigga. Shit hotter than the motherfucker. You gonna give me, that ain't water, nigga. That soda that been outside long enough, you just switch your bottle top, nigga.
Yeah.
I mean, so shout out to you guys for having cold water. No labels tour, right?
No labels tour.
NLT, man. Not NFT, but NLT. And, you know, no label store is just like, you know, I want to give artists, content creators, I'm giving content creators an opportunity to have the information needed to scale their business, their brand, their music career, their content creation career. That's what the No Labels Tour is about. Information at an affordable price. Because, you know, let's face it, everybody's not going to get an opportunity to sell their soul. Everybody's not going to get an opportunity. Because these niggas, they going to do something strange for some change, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, if I just get the opportunity, man, I ain't gay, but if I suck that dick for that check, it don't really mean I'm gay. I just, you know, I got paid, so it didn't go in my mouth. I just kept my mouth open and went forward and went back, and I got paid.
Yeah.
That's how these motherfuckers think, man.
And I got a Bugatti now.
Right? Like, what the fuck? So, you know, I want to show people, right? Like, you don't have to. You can have currency without compromise. Right? You can have elevation without penetration.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
This is real, man. You see the Matt Papa shit, you know?
Right.
So, we're going to be, you know, basically teaching artists how to monetize. What is an IPA, which is a intellectual property attorney, right? You know, the importance of skill acquisition. What is a 360 deal? And how to leverage a 360 deal to your benefit, right? And there's ways to do that, right? What is a key man clause? How to read a contract, right? What is the Black's Law Dictionary? Black's Law Dictionary is actually the dictionary that they use for words that are in contracts that you don't know what the fuck it is. They got Chinese, Russian, and Korean all in one word. You're like, what the fuck is this, right? So with this tour, I really want to blow some whistles, man. Pause, right? Like, really, like, you know, reveal the way to be successful, because there's too many of us trying to be successful that's not become successful and then losing their lives. So that's like the main reason for it. Secondly, it's gonna show the pre-existing record labels that's still around for now that we're letting thrive, that they have to change their business model if they hope to be in business in the future because, content creators are getting smarter. They're not acquiring more skills, right? But they're just getting smarter. So it's harder to do bad business. But it's also harder to be in business because you have a false sense of independence. So you might mistake this for your platform when it's really not, right? And so you won't do the bad deal, but you won't do the deal at all.
Right.
So we need something that's going to be a liaison or a middleman between, corporate America and the ground, right? And we're in the times of David and Goliath, but the rock inside the slingshot is collaboration. And hey, in this time, David doesn't have to kill Goliath, but he needs the option to stop the Goliaths who want to step on the Davids.
Right.
He needs a first line of defense, and that first line of defense is information, which will be, delivering on a no label store.
Right. $150 don't make you tough.
Goddamn.
Just means it's more room on your face to cut.
Yeah, and I figured that out on Rikers Island.
Right.
C-74, man, animal lessons, man. And, it was always this one guy, right? It's always that one guy.
Right.
He got I never had that face, by the way. I'll beat the shit out you. But I never had that face. I never had that, Yeah. What you say? I never had that, right?
Right.
And, and guys would always be the first one to get they fucking top popped open because they felt like they looked the way, right? You look like a killer, but you're not a killer. You look like a thug, but you really pussy. You really sweet, right? So, the reason, it's a cool line, right? But it was basically saying like, just because you look the part don't mean you are the part, right?
Right.
Like you need to be the part. And that could translate in a positive way too, right?
Yes.
But, the negative way, which was, was like, okay, man, like, $150 don't make you tough.
Right.
So don't think I don't give a fuck who you are. You could be tall, fat, skinny. Fuck about none of that, homie. I'm going to respect you. You're going to respect me. If you cross the line because you think I'm supposed to respect what you do, well, you're going to have to show me, but I'm probably going to beat you to it. You know what I mean? So that was what that was. You know what I'm saying? So that was me, reminiscing about being up north, being in jail. I'm not a gang member. I'm not blood. You know what I mean? I'm not blood. I've knocked out a lot of bloods, though. I mean? And I got a lot of respect from bloods because of that, right? Like, I'm not with none of that, bro. Like, I don't care who you is. I'm getting on his phone. I'm going to have this chicken in the refrigerator. I'm doing laundry at this time. I'm going to commissary. I'm cooking out. I'm gonna have my respect.
Right.
I'm not gonna be disrespectful. I respect whatever whatever rag you got. But that rag will not ever give you a license to disrespect me, bro. And that's just what I'm on. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
Yeah, for sure.
What's your earliest childhood memory?
Goddamn. It's like, this is some deep shit, man. Right? He goes from gangster to full of introspective. Like,
right.
Listen, man, aggressive, think now. You know what I mean? Tupac, Freud.
Right.
No, Sigmund Freud. Remember? But I think my earliest childhood memory. This is I'm thinking now, right? Just never had to think about this before. I'm thinking too, right, people. Cue the Jeopardy music. Yeah, that's the Jeopardy music. Early, I got a couple ones, right? I think, man, I can remember, right, like being born, bro. Like no cap, because it was like a thing, right? And I read this book when I was in prison, right? Called We're All Doing Time by Bo Lozoff. And he talked about meditation and how you could time travel through meditation. And I was like, man, I want to remember being born. And I was literally in a cell for like 6 months just meditating, trying to. And I remember I was born in the morning. And I just remember that room they have you in with all the babies. I could faintly remember that. I could remember that. And then after that, which is a fucked up memory to have, man, is my mom's had fucking poured the fucking Kool-Aid in the soup, right? Seriously, bro. Listen. So my mom's, oh God. She fucking eating all this food, right? She's starving me now. I'm not eating nothing. She got me eating this old ass Roman noodle soup with mad water in it. Shit tastes like, like it's nothing.
Right.
And she poured juice in that shit, bro, and made me eat it, bro.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, oh man, I had, man, very humble beginnings, man. As a child, my mother, put me through so much. So those early moments and memories weren't good.
Right.
Yeah, so. Yeah, which is that song. My mama left me to the hallway. The closet was the babysitter. She locked me in it to go out and get high. I stood frozen in that dark hole. Every night I cry, picking up a toy phone, trying to call for help. I'm picking up a toy phone. These is early memories, right? Like, this is a song I wrote, right? But it's early memory.
Early memory.
We in my mom's friend's house. She's couch surfing, right? She's going out to get high. My mom's is gone. She's flying, right? And she locked me in. She locked me in the closet. I'm banging. I get out. I'm in an apartment. Nobody's there. And I remember distinctively, like, because the lady we were staying with, she had kids too, right? And they was never there, right? And I just remember like this toy phone, right, on the fucking living room, and I'm picking up the toy phone, trying to call my grandmother, and I'm crying hysterically because I can't remember like the last two numbers, right? Mind you, I'm thinking it's gonna work. The phone is a toy, you know what I mean? But I'm crying because I can't remember the last fucking numbers, my grandmother, right?
Right.
So that was just like, very, very, very tough, man, growing up. But it gave me the durability needed to be where I'm at today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long did you go away for?
I mean, on and off, man, close. I want to say maybe, I don't like getting into details on camera, but I spent a long time, half of my life. Let's just say half of my life.
Yeah,
I'm in my late 20s, so let's just say about half my life in the system. Right. And for all you Negroes out here, they watching. So don't let anybody who might be investigating you for some shit you forgot about connect the dots through a timeline in the interview. So anytime when it comes to like me breaking the law or anything I did, I kind of don't really, this time I did this.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, my name is Vlad TV, man. How was
took it there.
How was it, man? Did you?
Took it to Vlad.
So you got to be careful. No, listen.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when people ask me like, okay, yo, you went to prison? What for? Well, attempt murder. Okay, that's it. Okay. I'm not going into details.
Right.
Because content is used as evidence now.
Right.
And you could say something that can be misconstrued and used as evidence, and now you're in somebody's paperwork for conspiracy for some shit you just shouldn't even say.
Right.
You know what I mean?
All right. When did you start boxing?
Man, taking it serious, I say 3 years ago. Like, but I've been like, I was knocking guys out in the hood forever. So I always was like, been fighting like my whole life. But like taking it serious, like going to the gym, running, shadow boxing, sparring guys who could really fight, right? I say about 3 years, a good 3 years.
Boxing or rapping?
Oh man, both.
Both.
'Cause I talk a lot of shit, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you feel me? You feel me? I got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Talk a lot of shit, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but I love both equally, right? Because I used to play basketball, right? And I wanted to go to the NBA.
Right.
And I was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was really good at basketball.
Yeah.
And I never had nobody. And I remember, right? Yo, listen, bro. I used to get up, right? This is in a group home, drug program. When I was in a foster home, I would get up every morning early, right? And run in the morning. No matter where I was at. I run. And when my grandmother got custody of me, she was living in Brooklyn, and she was in this co-op building, right? And they had 23 floors. I wake up in the morning, and I run from the basement to the roof 5 times. And I would put, like books in my book bag, and I was training really, really hard. And I got really good. I started getting good, right? Then I get locked up, I'm in Highland now, right? This is juvie Highland. I went to Harlem Valley, and I'm doing 18 months. I'm averaging 50 in a jail tournament. Mr. Stanzoni, we have a career day in jail, right? In juvenile, right? He's like, yo, what do you want to do? I want to go to NBA, man. He said, look, man, your mama's not around, your daddy's not around. Look at you. You ain't gonna never make it.
Right.
And he just killed my shit.
Killed you.
And he made me feel so stupid about all the work that I was putting in previously. And I was so good in the jail. Shout out to Mr. Riley, the CEO. I never forget him. My man, shout out to my man Riley, because he used to let me and my man Prospect. He's Prospect from the Bronx. If you've seen him, you might know him.
Yeah.
He was really good in basketball. We was the best in the jail. So he used to take us early in the morning and make us do workouts. Like real like pro workouts.
Yeah.
And we was getting ready to play ball coming out of juvie, right? So I had like that one moment of belief. But the fucking white guy, man,
Right.
Stanzoni, he tells me, your mama this, shit that. And I believed him.
Right.
And he just like killed all the work I was doing. I was like, so I'm doing this shit for nothing?
Right.
Man, fuck that. Let me just start beating these niggas up in here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so the boxing was like, because, I mean, if you go on my Instagram, the smart guy _, I've deadlifted 800 pounds. I've bench pressed 600 pounds. I've carried two guys that's over 240 pounds and walked with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm super strong, super athletic. So why would I let that die? Because I let this part of my athleticism die.
Right.
So boxing is like, man, fuck that. I'm going to be a professional athlete, whether you like it or not.
Right.
And I'm playing ball overseas. I'm giving you an exclusive. I feel like I told somebody this before. I ain't told.
Well, you heard it here first in Conversation
Shit,
with
man.
Zoe.
Yeah, I'm playing overseas basketball, man. I'm going to win a world title. Right after I win a world title, light heavyweight, I'm going to win a bodybuilding contest, okay? Then I'm going to play 1 year overseas basketball, okay? Then I'm going to win a powerlifting contest, because my roots is powerlifting, okay? Then once from the powerlifting, I'm getting the motherfucking acting. And now y'all listen, man, mark my fucking words. I'm doing some action Idris Elba, chocolate, Arnold Schwarzenegger shit, man. Okay?
I believe it.
And that's my vibe. So, you know, I'm not letting, fuck y'all. I'm telling you, if you're watching this with the camera, which one's the camera? Let me tell me which one. Point me to me the direction. Two, huh? I got 2 fingers. And one of them is gonna go down right now. So fuck you if you think I'm lying. Okay? I'm doing this shit. I'm telling you, mark my fucking words. I don't give a fuck. I'll be 55 in a motherfucking professional basketball team. I don't give a fuck. Okay? If I gotta pay, bribe, blackmail, kidnap the head coach's son and say, you want to see your son alive, you're gonna put me in the game, coach. It's gonna happen. And that's just what it is, man.
That's
right?
just what it is.
Just what it is. You know, I'm not gonna, I'm not letting, I'm not letting, and let me put this to rest, right? Cause, I'm in my late 20s, okay? I gotta be honest. I'm not 25, right? And sometimes I say I'm 25. Yeah, motherfuckers, for you haters out there, we're trying to age hate, right? You can, which camera?
2.
Which one? Yeah, for you motherfuckers out there. My voice carries. For you motherfuckers, I don't care if you hear this or not. I want you not to hear it. Motherfucker. I'm 25 until I make 25. 25 what, G? I'm 25 until I make 25. I'm not letting Father Time come in the house until the bag is in my fucking bank account. That's it. I'm not letting Father Time in. You say what you want. Father Time is undefeated. Won't come over here. You won't. I'm going to let you in, but not now. And that's what it's about, right? And in order for me to keep Father Time at bay, I'm not smoking. I'm not drinking. I'm not doing the hookah, right? I'm not thinking negative. I'm taking care of my teeth. Yeah, man, my teeth. I'm taking care of myself in preparation for the things that I have to go through delayed gratification to acquire, right? I'm not, fuck that shit, nigga. I'm not letting this life leave me without becoming great. So this interview, you better keep it, nigga. Because you're going to watch this shit 10 years from now and say, this motherfucker's smart. It's, God damn it, man. Which camera, G? Which one is it? Yeah. There's a lot of you motherfuckers out there that doubted us. 400 million TikTok views later. There's a lot of motherfuckers out there that said you had more followers than me. You did. You did. I passed you. And I ain't even mad at you, man. Okay? I passed you. And you made the mistake of thinking you were still ahead because I passed you so much that I went around the lap again. Okay? And I was just trying to find parking for my nice fucking truck.
Right.
Yeah, sorry.
Bentley truck?
No, Maserati truck.
Maserati?
Yeah, Maserati truck.
I saw you like foreign cars on your Twitter.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course I do. And when the interview is over, we are in the cars.
Right.
Yeah, that's the thing about me, man. You know. What?
All right. I got a little boxing trivia.
For sure. Let's get to it, man.
Ryan Garcia or Tank?
Man, listen. Tank. I mean, definitely Tank. But I think, listen, here's the thing about, man, Tank Davis. I can't even, I want to give Ryan Garcia because he's a pussy, man.
Right.
He's a pussy, man. Like Ryan Garcia Ryan is a fucking pussy, man. Seriously, man.
Yeah.
And I think, because if he wasn't, he would have stayed with Canelo, right? Because he had Rene Renuso, which was Canelo's trainer, training him. And I'm like, yo, if you in this camp with Canelo, he should have been sparring Canelo. He should have been saying like, fuck that. Let me just immerse myself in the brutal aspect of this sport to increase my skills.
Right. And
when I look at videos of him now, it's like he still drops his hand every time he shoots a hook.
Right.
And to see his coaches not pick up on that and allow him to do things fundamentally wrong and develop these habits with having like a glass jaw, being put in there with somebody who is about to dog walk you. And I'm saying that because a lot of y'all might not know what the fuck we talking about. But there's a connection between fighting and life, right? Yeah. So Tank is a dangerous fighter. Ryan Garcia, right, is a fighter. Right? He's okay. But sometimes in life, you have to be willing to go through the pain because pain is weakness leaving the body. Pain is weakness leaving the body. So boxing is the perfect analogy for this point. If you want to be successful, you said 2018, right?
Right.
So if you want to be successful, you got to go through the pain it takes. The pain that is associated with the work. And then you will be greater. Then you will be better. And there's no way to prepare for greatness without pain. It comes with the shit. You know what I mean? Nights I fucking cried. What? Whoa, my mama don't love. I'm crying like a baby. But I couldn't acquire this knowledge or wisdom or understanding of people without going through pain in my personal testimony. So fuck Ryan Garcia for being a pussy. And which camera, G?
Right there.
And fuck you, Ryan Garcias of the world out there. You pussies, man. We call you big toe dippers in the river pool of life. Big toe dippers in the river pool of life. You are afraid to jump in the fucking river. You pussy. Jump in the pool. I was a big toe dipper at once. Go to the pool. Put my big toe in there. Oh, shit, man. You remember, G, we was in Vegas. Pool was colder than a motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
That shit was cold as a motherfucker. My man, he jumping, he doing backstrokes and all that. This freaky nigga, you know how to swim and all. He nice, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We at the pool, white people, they don't care, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They wear t-shirt in Alaska, you know what I'm saying? So they don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? They part well anyway, right?
Right.
So I go, I'm like this. Put my toe, oh shit, man, fuck that. I put my foot in there. All right, man. I go, fuck it.
Yeah.
It took me about 2 hours just to jump in the motherfucker, man.
Right.
So I get it. I was a big toe dipper at once too. Okay? But you can't swim, right, in the money without swimming in the money.
Right. De La Hoya or Canelo?
What you mean?
Like, which one? Either or. De La Hoya or Canelo?
How you asking these questions, man? You do your research. How you gonna say De La Hoya and the man was coked up wearing a pinstripe suit? Probably taking, 13-inch anaconda cocks in his rectum. You know what I mean? Hey, fuck De La Hoya, man.
Yeah.
Golden boy, huh?
Right.
What the golden mean, huh?
Yeah.
What think golden mean?
Golden showers.
Yeah. We're not co-signing that, by the way, neither.
Yeah.
Right?
We know.
He's a freak nigga, right? But
Yeah.
Canelo, man.
Canelo.
We fuck with Canelo, man. You know what? Canelo turned pro at 15, man. Canelo turned pro at 15, but the greatest Mexican boxer of all time is Salvador Sanchez.
Right.
Greatest Mexican boxer of all time. And what made Salvador Sanchez so amazing that he beat you just one level above whatever level you was at.
Right.
So if you was like phenomenal, like he gonna be more. If you just regular, he gonna be regular more. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like he beat you like you here, he just right here. Like he's just one step. And I watch fights and watch footage. I'm like, God damn. And a lot of people know about him. So Salvador Sanchez, he got it for the Mexican fighters. Got to throw Julio Cesar Chavez up there because he was just a fucking whirlwind of punches and pain and fucking forward motion of willpower.
Right.
And again, like boxing is life, right? Because some people are gonna watch this and be like, man, I do yoga, man. I'm eating hummus.
Yeah.
You know, I watch Seinfeld, man. I'm boxing. I'm not punching nobody but the clock, right? So for you pussies out there, you know, it's an analogy you can use for life.
Right.
Right? Like, you know, be rebellious, with doubt, with fear. Resist. When life punches you back, you pull out a gun and you shoot her.
Right.
Okay? That's the only time when violence on a woman is right. When it's life being a bitch to you.
Right.
And not violence on a woman, literally, motherfuckers. Okay? But life.
Life.
Yeah. Salvador Sanchez.
Tyson or Holyfield?
God damn, man. Come on, man. Where do you get these questions from, man? What TikTok? What Reddit post you got this shit from?
I mean, I wanted to incorporate boxing in the episode, so, you know.
What the fuck, man? Mike fucking Tyson, man.
Right.
Fuck Holyfield, man. Now listen, Holyfield was the real deal. We can't take it away from him.
Yeah.
James Toney knocked him out. You know, he fought a over-the-hill George Foreman. And he fought Mike Tyson. He didn't fight Iron Mike. He fought Michael.
Yeah.
He fought Michael, man. Mike should have had a fucking glitter jacket and one glove and been moonwalking in the ring because he was so coked up. He forgot he was Mike Tyson and thought he was Michael Jackson.
Right.
Holyfield fought Michael.
Yeah.
Okay? He didn't fight me. We know he didn't fight Iron Mike.
Got you.
Okay?
Roy Jones Jr. or Bernard Hopkins?
Oh, man, come on, man. I got to go with B-Hop. And a lot of people, what happened?
No. I'm just saying, like,
you asking questions, you know, you got some context. You know, I mean, you know what I mean?
No, go ahead.
I'm acting.
You got
so I
B-Hop.
understand.
You got B-Hop.
I'm going to tell you why I got B-Hop.
Okay.
You probably got Roy Jones.
I did.
Can't be stopped, can't be touched. You don't know the fucking song, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, again, all these analogies are, you know, can be connected. It's a parallel between fighting and life. So when you're watching this and you don't know what the fuck we talking about, just understand that you can apply boxing and the discipline it takes to be great at boxing to your life.
Right.
Right? But I say B-Hop because B-Hop never been knocked out. He started off late. Right? No, sorry. B-Hop got knocked out by fuck, man. He got knocked out the ring by Joe Smith, which was crazy to me. So I had to then he got beat by Kawasaki. I got B-Hop. I'm going to say B-Hop because B-Hop had a better technical skill set than Roy. So Roy had the natural ability. Mm-hmm. So there's people in life who have just natural, innate ability.
Yeah.
But the person who masters the craft, there's people right now who shoot music videos are just good at it. They make content that just naturals, like myself. I have that je ne sais quoi. I have the it factor, my man.
Right.
But there's somebody who's watching this, who's practicing communication, who's practicing marketing. And I say practice and mastery will always beat out raw talent because they say hard work beats talent and talent doesn't work hard. So I feel as Roy got older and his God-given abilities started to leave him,
right,
you seen what happened.
Yeah.
And B-Hop was still at a high level, you know, winning world titles against Pascal at the age of 46, 48, doing push-ups in the ring, man.
Right.
When Roy was knocked out several times. Right? So I'm going to go with B-Hop on that one.
Miguel Cotto or Felix Trinidad?
Got to go with Miguel, man. Early, come on, man. Y'all know my shit, man. You asked me questions. You think you thought I was just gonna just give you answers, huh?
Nah, listen. This
yes,
is what it's
don't
for.
Lie. Keep it 100, man.
No, this is what it's for.
Which camera we at, man?
2.
Motherfucker, nah. He asked me questions. He's like, oh yeah, Miguel Cotto, Felix Trinidad, you know, right? So I pick, you know, Felix Trinidad had a really good jab, right? But Miguel Cotto, man, he is one of the original body snatchers. You know, the body snatcher is Mike McCullen. When you get a chance, Google Mike McCullen.
Okay.
But Miguel Cotto was just a devastating body puncher, and he put together, you know, typically it's always like, you know, left hook, you know what I mean? Right hook, left half uppercut, right uppercut to the body. Miguel Cotto was just putting together body punch combinations just different, right? And this is why, you know, I picked him. And, I mean, you know, has a tremendous chin. He fought Margarito with loaded gloves, went the distance, then came back to avenge that loss, beat him, fought Manny Pacquiao with Pacquiao being on fucking steroids, beat a prime Zab, stopped him. No, he didn't stop Zab, but I think he stopped Zab. Funny, Amir Khan stopped Zab, which is weird, but
Right.
Miguel Cotto was a bad motherfucker, man.
Right.
Miguel Cotto.
Any thoughts
Rico.
on like the Jake Paul, Logan Paul era of YouTube?
Yeah, of course, man. Listen, man. Nepotism, systematic racism, and the power of collaboration. That's what I see when I look at them fucking hillbillies.
Right.
And yeah, I said, which camera I'm at? Which camera? Make sure.
2.
There's 2 of them motherfuckers, right?
Right.
Talking to both of you motherfuckers. If I ever get a chance to fight you motherfuckers, either one of you motherfuckers, and Logan, I know you wrestling, okay? I'll beat your ass in that wrestling ring. And Jake, that's his name? Jake, you
Jake.
and you just lost. You want to get your stock up? Come to Harlem. Fuck you, man. Now, so with them, you know, it's nepotism, right? Like it's bullshit, right? Like these guys are doing 20, 40, maybe $100 million deals with big networks. And I would like to see some brothers that look like us doing big deals and collaborations like that. And I don't give a fuck if he was a Disney baby. Okay? Fuck Disney.
Right.
All right? Fuck about no Disney. I ain't even been in Disney World. Fuck out of here, man.
Right.
Disney World. Ooh, Disney. I'm not going no fuck. Fuck that. I'm too old now, man. Disney
Right.
World. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, I just think like, you know, we have to get smarter with how we collaborate, and we have to get smarter with how we set our goals, because there's huge upside right now. There's huge upside. And, you know, technology, social media, these websites, they're evening the playing field, where you can actually create a voice, mass market that voice globally now, internationally now. And we have to do that before they figure out a way to kind of like marginalize opportunity that free media has given us.
Right.
Right? So, yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on social media?
I love it. I love it. I mean, I love it. But I think social media should be used as a way to mobilize like-minded individuals and create industries and institutions amongst those individuals. Right? I feel like if you got an Instagram account, you got a TikTok, you got a Twitter, I think you should be using that to kind of like create some type of a culture, create a village, create some type of a database or digital Rolodex where you connect yourself with like-minded individuals, you set financial goals, and then you meet those financial goals, right? You create a content calendar, you create a revenue calendar, you create a reinforcement calendar, and then you just fucking go. I think social media, like, think about it. This motherfuckers that, man, I've never been to London. But I know what blocks in London look like.
Right.
Right?
Right.
I ain't never been to China. I go there every Sunday, man.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So if the internet is making the world smaller, why is it making the separation and distance between people larger?
Larger. Wow.
Right?
That's profound.
So I feel like we need to start making our connections with people smaller, because the world is smaller, but humanity's perspective on a lot of different things is actually growing and pulling us more apart in different directions. And I think social media has a immense potential and power to create a centralized thought within the human race, and we can at least see 25 to 35% of a utopia, almost like a perfect world where there's no cancer, there's no like we have this time, this opportunity to make something amazing, even if it's just for an era, even if it's just for a fucking decade. I want to see it. And that's what the No Labels Tour is going to be about, right? Pushing people, trying to give this information, trying to teach people like, this is what social media is for. This is the power on Instagram. This is the power in podcasts. This is the power of LinkedIn. We need to fucking link and create links, create chains. Not chains with slavery, but chains that hold this fucking bridge up from fucking poverty to generational wealth. Right? So, yeah.
I'm with you.
It's power in social media, man.
It's very powerful. I mean, it's how we got here. So shout out to my guy G. You know, very
Shout out to
grateful.
G, man. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
G, man. You know what I mean? You know, it's like the Giants, G, man, right? They call Giants G, man, right?
Right.
G, man, right?
So now we're gonna go back to music,
Oh, let's get into music. Let's get to it, man.
right? Jadakiss or Fab.
Oh, there you come on, man. How you gonna pick, man? How you gonna pick? First of all, I got an issue with Fab, man.
Okay.
You know. I mean, listen. I can't get over the Fab Mace diss, man. Okay, you sound like Mace, but you want to diss Mace. I can't co-sign that.
Okay.
I think Fab doesn't know how to pick beats. His albums suck. His mixtapes are phenomenal, but his albums suck. Nobody you gonna ask me this question, man? With a motherfucking hat on, and you from the fucking Bronx, close to YO, huh? Close to YO, huh?
Nah,
You close to YO. Nah, get the fuck out. You close to YO. You gonna ask me Jadakiss or Fab? The blasphemy. Listen, name 5 Fab songs off of 2 albums. Name 5 Fab songs, and you better not Google that nigga. Name 5
Fab songs of 2 albums.
Which can hold on, man? Before you answer that, which camera we talking about?
2.
Number 2, right? Because I ain't got too much time to hear this bullshit he about to tell me. This nigga ain't gonna name 2 fucking songs. Go ahead, man.
All right. Superwoman.
You gonna go a little more, huh?
Right. Gotta go that
One of his
route.
biggest records ever, huh?
Right.
That's like saying, I'm from New York. Like, come on, man.
Let me see.
We said 5 songs. Yeah.
5 songs. So I got 4 left.
Mhm.
Got 4 left.
Thinking real hard, nigga.
I'm thinking very
You
hard.
gotta think real hard.
Very
So
hard.
you know I'm my ass. I'm
a pass.
I gotta pass. I'm fucking Jay. We going with Kiss, man. We going with Kiss, man.
Going with Kiss.
You know what I'm saying?
All
Though
right.
you was a mile and a half.
Yeah.
Knock yourself out.
All right.
You gotta go with Kiss, man.
G Unit or the Locks?
Oh, man, see that they listen. G Unit has a better it's tough, right? It's what you it's kind of like what do you cause we talking 50, 5, 5, 1, we talking Bank. It's tough, right? Cause
Yeah.
Banks got the skill level to dance with any member of the Locks.
Yes.
And I think Sheik Luke could beat the shit out of Yayo in a fist fight. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's a tough one, man. I mean, because G Unit, with the mixtapes was crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Locks always, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's tough, man. But 50 catalog, Give It That Trying is
Right.
that whole career.
But this is just G Unit and the Locks.
So I'm saying.
This is just
So are we taking
group and group.
Are we
Group
taking
versus-
out Give It That Trying?
We're taking that out.
Oh, you taking
That's
out
not G Unit. That's 50.
So you taking out Give.
Taking that out.
So you gonna beg for mercy? That's G Unit.
That's
Second
G Unit.
album.
Yes. Here we are.
Are you adding Young Buck and Game to the equation? Because this is what I'm saying.
That was
So-
G Unit at the time.
So you answered the question.
Okay.
So you saying we got Banks, Buck. Listen now. 5 million sold.
Right.
Game album went 5.
Right.
Buck went platinum. Banks went platinum. Yayo sold more records than Sheik Luke.
Right.
You 50. Nigga did about 50, man.
Right.
So I don't know, man. I mean, what do we like? You got to give me the criteria here, man.
All right. I mean, whatever you feel. I mean,
No, I'm saying you asking the question, right? Because
it seems like you're going the G Unit route.
I don't want to go to G Unit route. It's one of those things like a guy could really fight, but you don't really like him.
Right.
So he could fight, but you don't really like him. Like Steph Curry got a jump shot, but he corny.
Right.
Like I don't want to beat Steph Curry. Like, I want to beat Jordan. I want to beat Kobe. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? MJ, he got the one little hoop in ring.
Yeah.
Poke cigar. That's Steph Curry is like a Liberian who does yoga and eats yogurt. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody want to beat Steph Curry, but he can shoot, right? It's like
Right.
I'm gonna pass on that question, man.
Okay.
Shout out to both of them. They both from the town, man.
As a businessman, Dame or Hove?
Come on, how you gonna ask me this question, man? Is it pig, pussy, pork, man? What came first, man? Fish or water, man? What came first, man? Fish or water, man?
Water.
What came we start on? What came we on? What came we start on?
2.
This nigga too slow for me. He in second grade. I asked the motherfucker, y'all, what come first, man? Fish or water, man?
Water.
Water, nigga. You 90% water, man.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Water, man. Who you think is water? And who's the fish? Who look like a fish?
Jay-Z.
All right.
All right.
You answered the goddamn question.
All right.
You answered the question, nigga.
All right.
He answered the question, nigga.
All
He
right.
answered the question.
Lloyd Banks and Styles P.
You trying to improve the. See, yo, this guy's different, man. It's like okay, it's like we don't fuck with you and then we fuck with you, man. You ask the corny question, then you come with the clever. That's a hard question, bro. And that's a good question because a lot of people, because they might, you might go, yo, Styles. But Banks, bro, was like revolutionary with the punchlines.
Mm-hmm.
Got the model homes. What he said? I'm sliding through the rucker with Prado on the chucker. I was at the spot with the, you know what I'm saying? We go do that.
Yeah.
So the spring break hoes home from college want to fuck. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Banks was crazy.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? Run a train on like a subway map.
Right.
You know what I mean? This boy's crazy. Yo, Advance is a great Acura. Record labels got. I said, hold up. God damn. And then Styles, shoot him in the head, shoot him in the face of the neck, then shoot him in the way. Nah, man. They I think they equal, man.
Okay.
A part of me want to say Styles. If I had if it was like life or death, Styles or Jitty, Styles or Banks or you die.
Right.
I might lean towards Styles, but if it's not Gas Chamber on the line, I'm giving them both the nod, man. I'm giving Queens and Yonkers the same nod, man.
Got you. So this is creatively, musically, or however you feel like they stand against each other.
Okay.
Pharrell or Kanye?
Man, I mean, Pharrell is taking over where Virgil left off at with Louis Vuitton.
Right.
Pharrell played the real, big role in, I think just color palettes and fashion, right? Like the whole Bape thing was him,
Right.
right? Period. I mean, and he even evolved Blanks, right? So, Blanks is kind of like, we buy these hoodies already made and we put our logo on them, right? So I think what Pharrell was able to do with like his blank selection for T-shirts with BBC was like next level when he was ahead of his time, right?
Right.
With Kanye West, he set the precedence. Like Louis had ugly fucking, people don't remember, like Louis sneakers were fucking ugly.
Right.
Like literally like fucking ugly. And Kanye West, he went to France. He studied with a lady named Louise Wilson, and he really, had internships and really learned fashion. And I mean, so from a fashion standpoint, they're neck and neck. I think Ye makes better beats than Pharrell, but I think Pharrell beats sonically kind of like set the tone for where music is going now.
Right.
So it's almost like first listen, you might pick Kanye, but if you're talking about like being in the future, oh man, they like neck and neck almost in production.
Right.
Right? When it comes to work ethic, production-wise, I gotta give that to Ye. Lifestyle, I gotta give it to Pharrell. Right? I don't know what Kanye West is doing. 1 minute he's a Teletubby, next minute he's a Republican. Next minute Ye might be a yoga instructor, man. Right?
Right.
Ah, man, I'm gonna lean towards Pharrell on that one, man. I don't want to because you gave me all these contexts, so I'm gonna go with Pharrell, man. I still need a beat from Kanye, man. One of these days.
We're gonna get that. So we're gonna go on a tour of New York.
Okay.
Best rapper from Yonkers.
I don't think we should even. There's no such thing as best rapper, right? Because if you say best, then the rules of hip hop applies.
All right. Who's your guy? Who's your guy from Yonkers? This is the Who Your Guy set. Who's your guy segment?
I don't want to say who my, because I feel like I feel like Who's My Guy has gotten New York where it's at right now.
Okay.
And we need to stop this Who's Your Guy. Listen, man, hip hop is your autobiography with beats and melody, man. Right? So a melodic recitation of your autobiography, right, with production, man. over banging beats, boom bap beats. That's fucking hip hop, right? And I think like we lose and we've lost like in this game of hip hop, like being from New York, because it's always like who's the guy when it's like why is it about that? Like you know what I mean? Like why is it about like who's the guy? And I get that hip hop is competitive, but it shouldn't be like who's the guy. I feel like there's people from Yonkers. It's a guy. His name is Cash, and I think he's the guy that lost to Jay Mills in a battle back in the day, right? I watched this guy Cash. His name is Castro, right? And I watched him like make his own beats, engineer himself, record himself, right? Like there's people from Yonkers who could really fucking rap, bro, that never seen the light of day. So I can't give that nod to the person who's mass marketed, right? Because everybody knows they go for Jadakiss and whatever, right? But there's people from that town right now that's probably like not even gonna be musical, that'll wipe the floor with Jadakiss bar for bar, right? Jadakiss even said it. It was a guy, damn, I forgot his name, but it was a guy that Jadakiss said like, this is the reason why I am who I am, right? And I think it shouldn't be about like who's that guy. I think it should just be about like, just like us putting on for the town. Like we from New York. Like when you think Atlanta, I'm from Atlanta. That's like a big thing, right? And what happens with Atlanta is, and I love Atlanta, but I'm not from Atlanta, right? So what happens is with Atlanta, if there's artists who are already successful and there's somebody that's on the rise, the people that's successful, they lift up that artist. They lift him up because they know he on the way up. And when they on the way down, the fact that they lifted him up, he gonna make sure on the way down, he give him a little alley-oop. In New York was so, who's the guy? There's no such thing as a guy. Like there's nothing, it's not even possible. Right? So, you know, and shout out to fucking Yonkers, man.
Who would you say your musical influences are? Who's influenced you musically?
I would say the most Tupac.
Okay.
The most. Because I be feeling like Pac sometimes. I ain't gonna hold you. Because Pac, like Pac came before me, so I'm impulsive. I'm gonna say some shit.
You said some shit today.
I did?
Yeah.
All right, cool. But you know, if I feel it and I'm passionate about it, I don't care, man. I don't care what bridges burn, what door, I don't give a fuck. So I think Tupac played like a real huge role because I felt his passion. I felt his rage in the music, right? Battle of a Dead Soldier. That shit, what was that shit with him and Scarface, G? So many tears. Like Pac was just, and then Tupac, and then DMX. Because when I saw the slipping video, I'm slipping, I'm falling.
I can't get up.
My experience in the group home was that video was like, I'm talking about like, it was like scary. It was like, what the fuck? Like watching myself. The group home looked the same. I had the same outfit he had on in the video. When I was in the group home, I had that shit on. I went through mad different phases, like mazes to find my way. And that like, fuck, like that shit was like a hug. Know what I mean? We gotta listen, man. We gotta get back to, which camera we talking to? Which camera we talking to, man?
Two.
Motherfuckers out here need some fucking 2 kicks to the ass, okay? We have to go back to making music that feels like a hug. We have to go back to making music that will get you through not having a mother being in your life. We need to go back. That's why Mary J was that bitch. I'm not gonna cry, I'm not the time, and I'm not gonna shed no tears. Tuesday, you win. Know what I'm saying?
Right.
For me, like the music, you know what I mean? Like we gotta get back to the music, like really getting us through something.
Right.
And that emo rap shit is bullshit, man. Fuck that. It ain't it, man. We gotta go back to music that really like you listen to that shit and you like, yo.
Yeah.
I'm slipping, I'm falling. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, shit that even some shit with Eminem. Eminem got a song called $1 Million. He got a song on one of his first albums, $1 Million.
Right.
And you gotta listen to that song. This when he was like being real.
Yeah.
Like if I had $1 million, I would, you know what I mean? He wasn't trying to be, hi, my name is, you know what I mean? He was like really white fucking trash, trailer park, I'm fucked up. I wish I had $1 million.
Yeah.
And that music is inspirational. So I went through too much shit in my life to be inspired by fuck niggas, bro.
Right.
I went through too much shit in my life for a fuck boy to inspire me.
Right.
Yeah, I just want to drink some lean and drink some methazine, and do some coke. Wipe your nose, bah, bah, blah. That's not gonna do it for me, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it didn't do it for me. But listening to Pac, DMX, some of the locks, even early 50, you ain't no gangster.
Yeah.
You a customer, sucker, you fake fraudulent motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was what I was going through, right? So,
Right.
that was my inspiration. People who gave some type of an insight to a solution for whatever problem I was dealing with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They just put it in a song.
I feel that.
Like, fuck the police. And NWA was way before my time, but when I heard that song, I was like, yeah, I felt you know what I mean? I felt that. Like,
Felt that.
I got a song and we ain't put out yet. I get high when that pistol pop. Glock got me fiending, nigga, spin the block. I just shot a cop. You should have seen it, nigga.
Yeah.
Feel me? His daughter trying to stop the pistol whip, and I'm like, move, bitch. Know what I mean? Like, so, you know what I mean? It was like that music was like, why nobody trying to kill a cop, though?
I see.
Which camera we talking to, man?
Right here.
No, you don't get quiet now.
This is where we at.
Which camera we talking to, man?
2.
Motherfuckers hear cop kill, they get scared. You hear cop kills, they go, I didn't tell them what camera to talk to. Not me, massa. Not me, massa. Massa, I didn't. What you said, boy? Not me, massa. That's the nigga smart, boy. That nigga ain't a listener. He's a field nigga, massa. If a fucking police officer killed my brother, he would die. Period. If a police officer was beating my woman, he would die. If a police officer shot my brother 41 times, he would die. His brother would die. Just because you wear a badge, you're not my God. I do not pray to you. I do not fear you. I do not. I'm protected by Allah. I'm protected by my thoughts. I'm protected by my vibration. I'm protected by my lifestyle. I'm protected by the skills I put myself through. Vigorous, detailed training. You cannot choke me to death. You cannot. My manager knows how I am with police. I told a cop to his face, bro, I'd have took that gun from you and killed you. Oh my God, yeah. I'm not a sheep. And I feel like we have to talk about real shit, right? And as black men living in America, it's very important we learn how to protect ourselves, how to defend ourselves, how to protect our family. If your daughter's in a car and cops pull you over, you can't die. You can't let your daughter see that. We're going to have to take the gun from them. We're going to have to run them over. We're going to have to learn how to defend ourselves against evil. And man is not my God, right? Police officer is not my God. So when NWA made that song, Fuck the Police, it resonated with me because that's how I feel.
Right.
Every time I turn the TV on, a police officer feels. I got put in handcuffs recently, arguing with him. I gave him that energy, though. And they escorted me kindly, like almost asking me. They had me, I opened the back door, hopped out, like, yo, look, bro. I'm allowing them. He know I ain't lying. Wallahi. Swear to God. No fear. They ain't beat me up. They handle, because I'm not a slave, bro. Right? And there's no good police officers until those so-called good police officers hold those evil people hiding behind a badge accountable for the mass murders that happen in America. And if you too fucking pussy to defend yourself, you shouldn't be alive. Yeah. Cut your own dick off, put it in your butt, and then swallow it and die of suffocation, you fucking coward. Yeah.
Right. So we're getting close to the end of this episode.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? We've gone to
many
places. We covered a lot.
We traveled around the world, man.
You know? But
we put some stamps on the digital passport, didn't we, Mike?
That's a fact.
Fist bump over there, man.
That's a fact.
We got hydrated by the water.
I wanna ask 2 questions, but I wanna go over one thing.
One thing.
American Foundation family donating $30,000 worth of sneakers in Harlem. That's beautiful.
American Fortune.
American Fortune.
American Fortune. My non-for-profit is 29 families.
Right.
Right? So, you talking about the video of me giving the sneakers in the hood, right?
Right, yeah.
Drew Hamilton. I videotaped it, but I didn't do it for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
It was more so like, and 3 other people did the same like thing I did after seeing what I did and how I did it.
Right.
Which that's why I did it, because people watch me and they copy me and they swagger jack me. And I'm like, okay, if you're gonna swagger jack me, swagger jack this.
Right.
Give back. Everybody wants to go to fucking Flight Club. Fuck Flight Club. Everybody wants to go to Stadium Goods. Fuck. Which camera we talking about?
Right here. Number 2.
Number two. Because there's 2 companies we have to say, right?
Right.
Which ones I said?
Flight Club and Stadium Goods.
Which one was the first one?
Flight Club.
Which was the second one?
Stadium Goods.
Fuck both of you niggas, man. Okay? Motherfuckers going in these places and kids ain't got socks. Where you from? Motherfuckers ain't got socks where you from, and you going into a sneaker store and the owner won't even shake your motherfucking hand. When you ever seen an owner of Stadium Goods be in the video with the rapper buying the sneakers? Have you seen it?
No.
When have you ever seen the owner from Fight Club be in the video with the rapper buying the sneakers? But you go in there spending all this fucking money on a pair of sneakers, and that was my concept for that. Cause I'm never gonna go to Flight Club, and I'm fuck both of y'all. Don't ever bring me there, cause I ain't gonna buy no sneakers. Okay, I'm not doing it. And that's why I'm saying fuck y'all, because you know we making it cool to be consumers, but not cool to be givers.
Right.
Right? So that was what I wanted to do in that video, and make that a thing. Like, instead of making these videos going into sneaker stores that don't support you, your hood, what you doing, the nigga that own the motherfucking store can't recite one song or lyric you have, but you in there spending thousands of dollars for sneakers you gonna wear once.
Right.
Know what I mean? So yeah, we gave out over $30,000 worth of sneakers. In the hood, we got more. We got a coat drive coming up.
Right.
We got another food drive coming up. Yeah.
I dig it. Message to your younger self.
Nah, I hate that, man. Ain't no message to my younger self. I ain't young.
Right.
He's fucking me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Message. Which camera we talking to, man?
Right here.
This shit, man.
Number 2.
Listen, man. Something wrong with him, man. But he all right, man. He all right when he want to be.
Right.
All right? I'm saying he on the back, he on a small school bus, but he in the front seat. So when the bus open up, he can get out fast. So you don't know he rode to school on a small school bus. Fuck wrong with him, man? We ain't listen, man. We ain't doing no message to your younger self. That shit sound cool, right?
Yeah.
Because what happens is you got to stop living in the past,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times that shit kills us, right? Like, because a lot of times we ask that question to ourselves. Yo, man, if I could go back and the message to my younger self, man, fuck that shit. Fuck my younger. Wait, hold on. Last time, which camera we talking to, man?
Right here.
Hey, Smart. And I'm talking to you, you 13-year-old. Fuck you, man. Hey, fuck, man. He's gone. He's ain't here.
Yeah.
He's gone, man.
All right. So.
You know what I mean? He's gone. I'm not talking to him. He's not here, right? I'm here. Listen, I'm here now, man.
Right.
Fuck you, told. We ready. I'm here now, man. I'm in the fucking present, man.
Yeah.
I got money in my pocket right now. More money than I did when I was 13, man.
Right.
Big ass chain on my neck. Man, you see this shit on my neck, man?
Yeah.
You see this shit 3D and all that? You see it? Did you look to get a glimpse of this shit? Yo, fuck, man. I'm out here living life, man. Fuck out of here. I'm not worrying about message to myself, man. The message I would tell myself now is keep fucking going, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's the message I got for myself now. Don't worry about yesterday, homie.
Yeah.
Be present. Don't worry about tomorrow, because it ain't here yet. And right now, in this present moment, we drinking motherfucking pH. Perfect hydration.
Right.
Perfect hydration.
So do you have a message to the youth?
Now you... What can we talk about? What can we
Right here. Right
You
here.
see this shit I'm talking about? He get off track, then get on back on track. He go crazy, then go intelligent. What the fuck? This must be your gimmick. This is your thing, isn't it? Huh?
It's just
Throw
the
it,
flow. It's just the flow.
Throw
You
curve.
know?
I can see what you're going on, man. I see what's going on in this shit. Okay. I thought I was tripping, man. You slick, man. You slick motherfucker. My message to the youth, right, is this. You know, do not make decisions that have permanent repercussions for a momentary fleeting emotion. And a lot of times, these young guys, these young girls, they make decisions that have permanent repercussions for momentary emotions. So my message to the young kids is understand that. Secondly, how you think creates how you feel. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. That vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. So how you think is you feel the way you feel because of how you thinking. And if you could just take a step back and start thinking differently, when you get one negative thought, replace it with 100 positive thoughts, right? And if you could really, really be aware that how you think, because a lot of times these kids, they feel a certain way and they feel like they don't have control because indirectly they're being conditioned and programmed to think thoughts that destroy their fucking young lives. Right. So it's like, okay, like, we know you got ops. We know you spinning the block. We know you smoking the whatever Ooga Zooga pack you smoking on. We get that. But for 5 fucking minutes, can you not kill somebody? Can you not spin the block? Yeah. Can you put the Zaza down? You probably can't put the weed down, but if you're going to get high, nigga, at least get high sitting still.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Niggas jumping around smoking weed. When I was smoking weed, we ain't jumping around. Niggas yeah. Like, nigga, you gotta be in shape to smoke weed in this generation, man. These niggas in shape smoking that bud, nigga. Right. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Smoke weed and sit your ass down, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and when you're sitting there, right, and don't be afraid to be by yourself.
Right.
Because when you're by yourself, you're not really by yourself. You're with the vibration that you create by yourself.
Right.
And then that vibration is connected to other vibrations from people who are by themselves but vibrating. And then you start to connect with those vibrations and you bring those things into your life through manifestation. So you have to be aware, like, okay, man, think fucking better.
Yeah.
Right? Think better. That's it. It ain't hard. Think better. I can't dumb it down. I tried to make this from a stretch limousine to the small yellow school bus as much as small yellow school bus possible. I can make it.
Right.
You young, you're going to be old one day. Think fucking better. Yeah. That's the message to young motherfuckers.
Right. So let us know where we can find you.
Oh, I got some
shout yourself out.
I got rap something, man.
Oh.
Close. You act like I ain't just bring them motherfuckers.
All right, yeah. Let's get that going.
Which camera we talking to, man?
Right here.
This motherfucker, he did it again.
Right here.
You relentless with this shit, man. What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with this motherfucker, man? I said, yo, man. You see that?
Oh, yeah, my surprise.
I brought the Harlem Cardon, man.
Right. So listen, make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Go follow my guy. Look out for this one. We made history today on Conversation with Zoe.
Yeah.
Check us out.
Listen, you know I'm
Peace.
from Harlem.
Harlem World. Shout out to
Harlem,
Uptown.
like
Shout out to Natural Born Brand.
You go like this, you don't see no armpit sweat, man. You from Harlem, man. When you go like this, you don't see no. Which camera? Let me go on this one. Which camera?
Right.
Listen, man. Listen, man. This is Margella, man.
Yeah.
You ain't from Harlem if you leave a spot and your arms look like, you know what I'm saying, you had a wet towel in the headlock, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Stay clean, my friend.
Peace.
Stay hydrated.
Peace and love, world. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, support the channel, show your love. You know what I'm saying? We having great conversation week in and week out. You never know who's coming. You never know what we're going to do. But at the end of the day, it's all about peace and love. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment.